Hello again, traders. Welcome to episode 94 of TA with me, Mitch Ray. You could be doing anything today, but you choose to hang out with me and do technical analysis. For that, I'm quite grateful. It is the 6th of September. It is a Thursday. And if you didn't know, I have a new logo. Believe it or not, the R is different. The overlay is different. Now, if you notice, the left, well, the left of your screen, I have to inverse it, you can now see the time frames of the chart. Right above you, it says the top Jesus and recents. You can now see that. So a great addition there, and really want to say thanks so much for Vechain or Zorro helping so much with that. So again, thanks for being here. And Bitcoin hasn't really done much since the bloodbath, since it hit the measured move of the rising wedge pattern. That is where we found our temporary bottom. And you know, when we made those moves, we made the highest spike of negative momentum we had seen since March 18th. Remember, Bloody Sunday, bearish hurricane party. Remember, part 1, the first bearish hurricane party. Another hurricane came yesterday, and the lowest level of relative strength we had seen since June. So, you know, right here we're legging down, making our lowest low. So, you know, pretty significant and a very, very large spikes of volume on the breakdown. Gave a lot of confirmation to that move down, and that's why we discuss why when you have little volume like this ascending up after a huge impulse down, at some point you can expect lower prices, but then you want to start looking for your oscillators. The oscillators will help set you free with the scrubby volume, with the bearish patterns. My God, there were just so many indicators here that set us free and gave us the optimism, well, you know, the optimism that we would be breaking down, or the confidence to believe that we had a very low risk area up here for shorts and very high risk area for longs because of price action and everything else. Okay, so sure enough, played out, and alts, a lot of the alts got destroyed. A lot of alts are, you know, retracing now a little bit, as they should. Makes sense when you're so severely oversold, just like Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's doing the same. It almost looks like just some form of double bottom that happened. I mean, like, that's perfect. That is a perfect double bottom right there. But, you know, low volume, slightly ascending up. Come on. We know what this could be right now.
Closed out my TLRY short today at break even after breakdown from 97 to 79. Micron, please, get destroyed. Looking for long entry.
Yeah, man, you and me both. Well, looking for, you know, I don't know. I averaged up and, you know, kind of like paying for it now a little bit. Not really. I mean, you know, it's fine, but, and I believe fundamentally in the stock. You know, yeah, I guess people just don't need memory chips anymore. Yeah, right. Okay, so, incredible PE. I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll look at it right after Ripple for sure. It's unfortunate, you know, the big drop is like 8% today. Nasty. It will have its time in the sun again. But it requires patience as an investor. It does. All right, so always does. So, yeah, man. I'm happy to hear that you broke even on your Tilray short. Look, man, it's tough to compete in a bullish market with bearish moves, right? It's very tough. So, more power to you. Okay, so anyway, that's it, man. That's it on Bitcoin. You know, possibly double bottoming down here at critical areas of upward sloping support. Believe it or not, yes. The ascending rotting wedge, larger than your face now. Bounced off that, as well as the measured movement pattern. All right, so could expect you know, a little bit of chat hangover today after yesterday. My God, there was so much interest in crypto. Normally the day after those bloodbaths, whatever, they're done. They're like, okay, I get it. Bitcoin's screwed. All right, see ya. So, but we keep coming back 7 days a week, right? So what's up, Miss Taxi Driver, Cog for Crypto, Vechain. Thanks again, man. Justin Birkin. Also, by the way, Chalen, his what he's working on right now, and it looks pretty crazy. It's, you know, it's really not a big deal, and we won't get them much, but it's just worth it to have. The $100 tip or contribution or whatever you want to call it, that Bitcoin ball that drops in the jar will be crazy. It will be very, very crazy. So, I mean, we had like, I think 2 yesterday that fell in, and they were just random, regular Bitcoins. So, this one will be like an intergalactic galaxy Bitcoin ball that drops in. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, so what's up, Joel J, Adam Felsman coming in from sunny Africa, man. Hope you're doing all right. If you're a patron, please check out his new video he posted. You know, he goes into detail about different literature, if you're newer, that you can get into that are very reputable sources for learning technical analysis, as well as, you know, he's got this huge spreadsheet on a bunch of Bulkowski patterns that goes over percentage chance of failure, all this different stuff, okay? So, yeah, be sure to check that out. And tonight, if you're a patron, at 10 Eastern, I'll just be in the Discord to hang out with you before stream. So if you, again, just want to hang out with me and just talk shop or whatever you want to do, we can talk about anything, man. It's just, you ask questions and we talk, right? And you get to talk to me about what's going on with you, you know, like how you're doing and stuff. You know, instead of just a chat box, I get to hear from you. So if you're a patron, 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. So multiple amenities today with Drist's video and the Discord chat tonight. So it'll be fun. What's up, Justin wants XMR. Yeah, man, we'll put XMR on the list. Hello, MK. Let's just go ahead and put the Jesus Chomps for the Jesus people. The Jesus people. All right. Good morning, Julia. Another Jesus person. Jesus lady. What's up, Manology? Joel B. JD. And the freaking Crypto Cracker. He took out the Trisket twins last night. How was the date, man? Let us know. What's up, Mr. Scotsman? The blood brother. Scottish blood brother, man. Coffee for Crypto, Irwin Coffee, drinking it right now, reaping the benefits of the caffeine and the antioxidants in the coffee. Absolutely wonderful. Thanks, I really appreciate it, Chris Irwin. I didn't see many comments on the overlay, the new overlay, or the logo, or the new scenes. So, you know, a lot of times people just don't even, you know, just, you know, people are just on and it's no big deal. And it's today's stream anyway, you know, prime time's kind of nighttime anyway. So, what's up, Zachary Schneiderman? Beach Life, hello. Beach Life says that today he got an alert that a wallet that was dormant since 2014 holding over 1 billion Bitcoins. It's on the move, over 1 billion Bitcoins. That, over $1 billion worth of Bitcoins, right? Interesting, man, interesting. Just getting through this chat, alright. What's up, Mr. Shylane? Targets, we hit target. We hit target on Bitcoin, the 63.18. This was plotted before we even broke out of this pattern. So we hit it, and now we're waiting for pattern development, looking for that infamous bear flag, right? That's definitely what we're looking for right now, okay? What's up, Mario? Doing well, man. I hope you're doing well as well. I don't know, man. I got people working on my chimney. It's evidently like rotting. Having to spend thousands to get that renovated. So, you know, hammers and been ruining my sleep. You know, just throughout the morning. I'm gonna wake up at like 7:30 and stuff. It's just tougher than some days, right? And it's gonna be tough for the next couple weeks until they get finished. What's up, Mark G, man? Wilfred Plopper, good to see you, dude. Nerdy Ninja, what's up, man? Yeah, Vet, on the list. Thank you, LP, I really appreciate that, man. Well, it's fun, always having elevated levels of conversation, man, so thanks for that, LP, okay? What's up, Master on Blade? JD wants GBT. Okay. Wonder how that fared in the bloodbath. No one was asking about that coin yesterday. What's up, Arthur Beeswax, man? Good seeing you, dude. Tell Emily we say hello. Davis Patterson. How come I broke off from crypto news? Just a decision, man. Just a decision that was made, and no ill will between either parties. Just it's time to move on, man. Right, Davis, if you stream for 6 months and it seems like it's turning out to be a good thing, would you prefer to build your own channel or just be on someone else's? Right? It's just a decision, man. So nothing crazy at all. But good to see you, dude. Happy you're here. What's up, Tim A? Betrayal, hello. Lord Dumpington, man. The TA was respected. I agree, man. I concur. Bitcoin shorts at all-time highs again. Oh my god. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that down as a request. Okay, we'll look at the Bitcoin short chart. I just want to see it. It's gonna be funny. Okay. Crazy, man. Well, the $100 ball splash spot, Zachary, what I'll do is I'll increase the weight of it. I'll make it like really, really heavy. So anytime it hits, it will be over exaggerated. And yeah, like things will explode out because you have a weight on emoji balls that you can set as a variation. It's really cool. What's up, Bones420? Tell Melissa we say hello and talk to your state government about those bridges, man, okay? No joke. No kappa. Joe, man, no, I don't really, but thank you for all your support, man. Thanks for being here, okay? But one thing I'll never do is if I don't know about something, I'm not going to try to act like I do, okay? Got my word on that. Ooh. You were shorting from the top. Well, hey, maybe you just broke even or a little less than even, but hey, man, remember... look, after these impulses like that, a fully mature pattern, when you get those impulses just from experience, just had the feeling that the next move was going to be either the scrubby partial rise or the huge breakdown. Those are the two likeliest scenarios. So, I don't know, man. You live and learn, right? So if you take this, think about if a rising wedge happens and I'm screaming at you for weeks, common retrace areas, with the rising wedge, with the bearish divergence, understand after very large spikes in volume from the top of a wedge to the bottom, probably your next move is to the downside, especially when you're so far into the maturation process of the pattern. That was a big thing. Maybe it was back here, maybe not a big deal because you hadn't been, you hadn't really formed well, but up here, starting to get weird. Okay, so, but just, it's not a mistake if you learn from it, okay, Mark Foster? It's all good, man. What's up, good morning, Jeff Boyer. What's up, Fareo, Ryler, Koala? Good to see you, man. Almost through chat, okay? Good morning to you, Crypto Kiwi. It's good afternoon over here. Reading all this chat, okay? Oh, nice. You're going to Austin for the USC game. Pretty interesting, man. That'll be a good one for sure. I don't know. I thought Texas was going to be better than they were going to be, but they showed that they weren't anything special after the Maryland game. So, what's up, Trent Harris, Sleepy Cat? Hello. Beast Nice is but simple. Beast Nice, man. Hello, Tim A. Almost through this. Coach K, the Ultra Instinct Jesus man. Glad everyone's just trickling in. So now we can get this thing rolling a little bit further. What's up, Stacking Stoner man? Good to see you, dude. And Generation Recon loves the volatility. Oh my god. Okay. Says it on Bitcoin. Let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum just kind of floating along. That 1272. Using it as a resistance, actually. Resistance. Ugh, excuse me. Okay, man. Wait, hold on. Let's get the other one. My bad. We're kind of like keeping up with the Coinbase one a little bit more now. Okay. So, sim triangle, and bear flag. Yes, both. Broke out bearishly on very high levels of volume, and we just shattered the 1272 fib extension on this chart. Not so much Bitfinex, is right around there, but on Coinbase came down and hit an area of horizontal line support that stemmed back to, I believe, October or September of last year. And the measured move of this triangle pattern was $217.90, and then 210 was a September low for sure. All right, so we didn't quite touch it, but my God, as close as you're gonna get, really. And I think the biggest news to take from this is, just like Bitcoin respecting the TA like the Jesus man, so did Ethereum with the measured principle. Bitcoin had a rising wedge. Ethereum, it had a sim triangle. And they both hit target. So that's the main thing to take from this. That's the beauty of it. Okay. So for now, what do? Very large rejection wick right there, man. Crazy. So I think pattern development's very important here. Not getting much of it now, just need some more data. Hey, look, you wait and wait and wait, and then all of a sudden everything comes together, and then the move happens, and then you can, and then that's like when, you know, when all the stuff is manifested together, all the data, and it's become information, you make your play, the play happens, and then you wait for new pattern development after that move, that big move comes, right? So scrub volume the entire way. I mean, that's just, it wasn't really, you weren't losing it, I mean, completely, but it was just kind of lateral, scrubby bot action. But you had the bearish divergence, didn't you? The bearish divergence set the tone, and then we began our descent. And it was a very, very steep sloping descent, we could say. And if you zoom out further, you can clearly see why we did that. It makes all the sense in the world. Because you're in a very, very well-established bear trend. Please understand, it's not easy, and a lot of times it's impossible to time the bottom of bear trends. It's very almost impossible to get the exact top of bull trends. It's not going to be easy. So we didn't assume anything, because a symmetrical triangle is an inherently neutral pattern. So we knew that we could possibly break to the upside, but the way Bitcoin was looking, man, and the way it was on so many other charts, you have to, in your analysis of any cryptocurrency, you've got this added variable, which is the analysis of Bitcoin. Okay, so if Bitcoin is a rising wedge, and you know if you're looking at US dollar tether pairs or whatever, you know those things are going to get wrecked if Bitcoin gets wrecked. So that's very important in my opinion, because if you would have just taken heed and charted Bitcoin, you'd have known exactly what was going to happen to a lot of the alts, abruptly and violently. Spoiler alert, they got wrecked. Okay, they dropped a lot, way more than others, but just look at Ethereum, fallen from grace. If you don't hold that 210 range, which you're well above right now, you're around 224. You could easily break down to the 1414 at 169.56. But that might take some time. We gotta look. We'll look for I wouldn't be surprised if we ran up and hit 50% retrace from a swing high to swing low, and formed that bear flag. Depending on how strong the bear flag is unknown. Sometimes they are very, very weak before another violent breakdown, and then the deeper into the the moves, after two impulses, you'll start forming a really, really mature flag that you might think you're breaking out of, but it's just forming and again maturing more. So then if you zoom out more, that's from May right here. Hey, now you can see that at the bottom down here. Awesome. Let me know if that's coming in clear. Chillin did a really good job on that. Okay, so zooming out, just 2018 has been a bloodbath. The only time you could have really made money longing was the altcoin spring, a 7-week long bull trend, short-term bull trend that came up to the 75% trend line of the fib channel tool and broke down pretty dramatically from there, and it's just been scrubby ever since. So if you look left, man, you're just holding on by your chinny chin chin, this support and this support. This is June of 2017, and September of 2017. That's all you got. I mean, look, I guess you have some sort of July of 2017 weak support at 173 or 175, whatever, and then you've got another one at like 128. But if you can't hold 128, man, see you down at 97, and then after 97, you're going to be looking at 57.82. Okay, those are all your supports. There aren't that many left. Honestly, there are more resistances to the upside than there are going to be supports below you at this point. Pretty crazy. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, let's go to Ripple. Okay, Ripple, you know, the downtrend, we made the adjustments a couple days ago, a few days ago, whatever, and lined up beautifully. Just couldn't break the heart line, just fail and fail and fail, the way we're looking at it now. And we had a bearish breakout of the descending triangle and did not hit the measure move. This is one that, you know, like Ethereum and Bitcoin, they hit their measure moves perfectly, but Ethereum got very close. It was less than a cent away from that measure move, as you can see it being at 25.26 cents.
Great advice in protecting our capital manage. Always learn so much on your steams.
Hey, Gabriel, man. Thanks so much for the $6.66 to Jesus, man. Thank you, dude. And hold on, I think my jars are screwed up. Give me a second. Let's see here. What was that? Oh, yeah. I know. I have my new overlay. Someone just followed or something. That was weird. Thanks for whatever that was. See, I gotta get. Just give me 2 seconds. Oh, okay. Maybe that's it. See, no, that's not it, man. I think that's it there. Perfect. Yeah, we're good. I don't know why. This should be above that too. Right, yeah. There we go. I think this should be fine now for anything Streamlabs related. Should be good. Sorry about that. This just comes with, this is part and parcel of messing around with your overlays and stuff. It's just, you know, you can test all you want, but until things start going live, you're just not going to know. So appreciate the patience on that. But yeah, I mean, seriously, huge spike in negative momentum here, and it was like the highest spike we'd seen since August 9th. But that's the thing to take from it, right? It was a bearish pattern. I just love all the fractals, right? You got the descending triangle here, the symmetrical triangle on Ethereum, and the rising wedge on Bitcoin. All different forms of consolidation, and they all played out one way or another, right? So again, if you're going to analyze Ripple, especially if you're analyzing the US dollar, you better analyze Bitcoin and understand and know what's going on with Bitcoin. Is it time? Is it a well-established, matured pattern that's bearish with bearish divergence? Oh, wow. Bitcoin looks terrible. Maybe Ripple or Neo or VET or anything else are going to break down pretty dramatically too. Yeah, very good chance of that. Okay. There you go. Implement that into your strategy. You have to. This market's weird like that, okay? And just think about Bitcoin as like a major index. So if like the Qs or really the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, if you're stock picking and the Dow Jones tanks and you're in Walmart, Walmart might tank too. Like if it's a bloody day, yeah. So just keep that in mind. And that's the way you look at it on the charts, right? The stock market. Like if you're going to look at stocks like Walmart, make sure you've analyzed the Dow Jones and make sure you understand it and see if there's daily bearish divergence or whatever. If it's getting really toppy, it's at critical resistance with bearish divergence. You know, all that stuff plays into it. That's just what you need to add in and implement into your strategy when analyzing stocks. And then same thing with crypto. Okay, so how far did we pull back, right? Swing low to swing high. Oh wow, we went like 88.6% of the way, man. No proper retrace there, but you know, we pivoted, it seems like, right at that 886. 786 area, and you know, now we're back above the 618, right? But that's cool to see that we retraced from there. But now we're just going to do from probably be wise to do the swing high to swing low here. Okay, so at the 382, which you're very close to. I mean, that's a common retrace, right? Oh my god. Oh, that's loud. I just can't. Just like impossible. It's probably too loud still, sorry. So yeah, man, 382, that's where you are, and you're starting to see some selling pressure. But pretty nice volume after the crazy rejection. Okay, so things to think about. Alright, that's Ripple. Let's go to Micron. Unfortunately, Micron has fallen from grace, dropped 8% plus today. Terrible. Look what it did though. You gotta at least like and respect how, okay, we had a false breakout at critical areas of resistance. We saw that with Litecoin, didn't we? Yes, we did. Same stuff. And what happened on the 4 hour, it's very slight, but if you got an eye for it, you could have seen it. There was, in fact, slight bearish divergence on a false breakout with no volume. Okay, on the MACD. Now, there wasn't any on the RSI, okay, but one of your oscillators showed it. You were at critical areas of resistance, and at that point, you probably retrace like 50 to 61% of the way, right? Yeah, 61.8% is where we found the top. We also found the top touching that 200 MA on the 4 hour. Wow, man. So here we are. A new trend has begun. We've fallen out of a nice trend that really extended back to August of 2017. And we fell below a horizontal line support today as well, which was, you know, stemmed back from May 1st. So what's in store for us next? I don't know. We're holding on to some chop. Look left, you know, some candle body high closes and some wicks. But if that doesn't hold, man, probably a good chance of going to 40 bucks. Hey, Ivan Georgie V, man, thanks so much for the 5th. Georgie the 5th, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube at Jesus, man. Welcome, dude. If you have any questions about technical analysis, hit us up in the chat or the Discord. Also, if you're enjoying this live stream, if you hate the way Bitcoin is being so scrubby, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We're at 940 subs, or 945 subs. When we hit 1,000 subs, I'll be a drunken wizard Viking. Okay, big milestone. 1,000 subs, man. It only happens once, and it's the first 1,000 of many to come after, hopefully. So, hey, if we do it tonight, if we get to 1,000 subs by tonight, you got it. If we don't get it by tomorrow, won't do it till tomorrow. Okay, so really appreciate all your help and all your support through all this. It's been crazy, okay? Crazy ride. Okay, so what we could probably do now is just make an adjustment. But I don't know, man. We might want to replot, try something else. Just see how it works anyway. Maybe we could try a fib channel tool. Just see how it works, man. I'm not certain. See if you did it like that. What if you extended it now? What if you made a new touch point? What would it do? Don't really like that at all. Yeah, ONJ, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus man. Wow, almost at 950 subs now. Holy crap. So you had Khan. Thanks so much for the sub on YouTube, the Jesus man. Thank y'all. Really appreciate it a lot. Fantastic. Thanks again so much. Ah, this is it. Got it, man. Got it. So the highest high, remember the top of that cipher pattern, touch point 1 and then 2 and then 3. Ah, makes a lot of sense there. Then at the bottom, we had that touch point 1. That's all we needed. And now we're in the bottom section of the downsloping channel, right? After a breakout of a very well-established upsloping channel. But overall, you know, despite anything, falling out of this, I know it sucks. There's a long way we could fall. Falling below that 75% trend line, that really sucks. Because look where the heart line of the channel is. The upsloping channel that extends back a very, very long time. We're talking years. That heart line is right around $40, which is where a horizontal line support would be. And let's go to the daily real quick. $200-day moving average below it, man. Not good at all. Very, very bad. Falling below your 200-day moving average. And today on such high levels of volume. But hey, guess what's happening? You got that triple MACD bullish divergence going on. Now, you could keep breaking down a little bit. If you're looking for, you know, you're looking to go long in an extremely bullish market with a stock that has incredible fundamental value and awesome real-world goods and services, whatever. Good areas are when you start showing triple MACD bullish divergence, which it's starting now. Now it could keep tanking, right? We could keep breaking down, but very good low levels that I think I might layer in even more is maybe around 40. See how that goes. But you just can't take away from this right here, man. This is why you want to be confident in bull trends. Okay, touch point 1 that stems back to 2009, touch point 2, July 2014, touch point 3, December of 2014, and then we broke out and then broke back in, right? So that's it, man. That's really kind of how things are going right now for Micron. Not looking good so much, but overall extremely bullish chart, and fundamentally can't argue with me on the fundamentals how valuable this company is. Okay, how much money it makes and its future in computing. Hey, now, and this could change tomorrow or whatever, but we do have the nice levels of bullish divergence on the RSI. So now you've got on both oscillators that bullish divergence. That's awesome. But just look for the lower areas of risk. The lowest areas of risk, it seems at this point, could very well be $40 unless we just, you know, tomorrow just have a huge rejection and run to the upside. But just remember the downsloping trend line of the channel you're currently in. So I hope that helps. HG, man. I know it sucks, man. Just be patient as an investor. Let's go to Monero. Oh man, that's not a good price action at all that you want to see. Yeah, you're most likely going to break to the downside very soon. Honestly, that looks like some sort of a bearish pennant, or one could easily call that just a flag. Okay, so I don't know, man. I don't like that at all. Love to be wrong, though. Always love to be wrong in bearish situations, right? You could look at it like this, or this, whatever, but a lot of people are just going to draw it like this, all right? Pretty simple. There you go, man. Multiple touch points on the top and bottom. There you go. That's all you need. Just consolidation after an impulse down on pretty scrubby volume in an overall very bearish trend. Remember that. Extremely high at very, very critical areas of resistance. We got rejected pretty hard with bearish divergence on both oscillators. Go figure, right? So, I don't know, man. We had a false breakout of an ascending broadening wedge. False breakouts are very, very bad. And look, what are we doing? On the false breakout, came back, couldn't even back test as a support, rejected it, wasn't even valid as a support. So market did not interpret it that way. So what did we do though? We broke back in, and now we're giving validity to it as a resistance again, like we had done time and time again. Now the fourth time using it as resistance. Okay, failing. Bearish harami right after this nice bullish candle. And now price contraction and a very real opportunity or possibility of breaking to the downside again, especially if Bitcoin doesn't hold up, okay? So just be careful about that. Okay, that's from there. Let's go to VET to the US dollar, Tether. Okay, rising wedge, nothing out of the ordinary here, breaking out, but fortunately, you know, pivoting, and really the breakdown wasn't as bad once we broke out of the pattern. Okay, and we even back tested, and we talked about before we even broke down even more, talked about the importance of the back test and how it's so common, how we see it time and time again. We found support at a horizontal line area back from August 25th and also August 4th. So it'll be interesting to see our price action from now, you know, from now until, like, I guess when this consolidation ends. Will we break to the upside or downside? Probably a higher chance of breaking to the downside, just based on what we see, man. I mean, it just right there just looks like a bear pull bear flag. Very weak, small one, but doesn't matter. Just a little pause and the impulse, right? You have your impulse down, you pause, form your consolidation. It's bearish consolidation, obviously, very obvious. And our fibs will set us free here, probably the 236, right? Actually, almost at 382. Didn't hit it though quite, but not one candle body close above the 236 fib node. And one thing we know about bear pull bear flags or bull pull bull flags, the best bull pull bull flags, or the best flags, either way, they really don't. A lot of times, actually, a lot of times they don't fall or rise above the 236. And so, you know, I don't know why the lights are doing this. It makes no sense. That's really supposed to be for a tip, a crypto Streamlabs tip, and it's not happening. It's not working. I just don't know, man. I don't know what's happening with that. It's so weird how the lights work on Twitch, but the donations aren't working. I don't know. Gotta fix something. Okay. Anyway. Alright, man. Bear pull, bear flag on VET. Above the 200 MA still in the 4 hour. And volume was pretty high on the breakouts, right? On the breakdowns. Higher than average. I mean, really the highest volume we'd seen since the 22nd of August. So, there you go, man. Wow. Good GVT. Yeah, these BTC pairs weren't getting wrecked so hard, were they? Okay, so let's just extend it out. What happened? Pivoted at the bottom of the little channel we were in. Nice, right? Just in a downslope channel and broke the upside. Oh, look, bearish divergence. Oh my god, I'm so surprised that we broke down, right? And you had it slightly on the RSI as well. Wow, go figure. So bearish divergence, there's the move down. But to the extent of how far we fall is really dependent on support most of the time. And demand. And we pivoted and we're running up, but using that heart line as a resistance right now. And we're not making higher highs than our previous highs. So if we do in fact start making higher highs than our previous highs, it'll be interesting to see if we make triple MAC T bearish divergence. Be interesting, definitely. But overall, what's really been going on with GVT? Crazy, man. Just insanely large rising wedge pattern. We broke out of it on, you know, some higher than average, recent average volume. You can barely see it, but it was there. I mean, it wasn't really the breakout. The breakout was here, and the breakout was on no volume, really. So that's it, man. That's GVT. If we were to actually retrace from a swing high of the pattern to the bottom, you could see 24,329, but that might take a month. That might take 3 weeks, man. So anyway, let me take a look at chat real quick. It's GVT. So just one on the list, all right. Thanks so much for the 148 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Really appreciate y'all. Okay. That's right, Marcos. We're at 953 subs, less than 50 before the major milestone. And thanks so much for all you that have made it a reality. Okay. Seriously. Thanks, Syed Khan, for the 945th sub, man. Did you just, man? Thank you, dude. Thanks, Jeff, man. Frey, what's up? Frey 2 times. How is this channel generated? What do you mean, how is it generated? Sweat. Sweat, man. Hey, Mr. Crypto Yeti, man. NXPI, yeah, man, put it on the list. Done. What's up, APDUP, man? App Dupe. Digital Carl. He's talking about hidden divergence. That's right, doing things, Julia, doing things.
I've been a numbers analyst all my life. When a 900 subscribers channel gets 140 viewers and a 22,000 subscribers channel gets 70 viewers, which of the two do you think is a better trend? Also, can we add this to the list? Kisses from the White House.
Hey, Donald Trump, thanks for the $3.77. Repeating, of course. Could you, well, you know, let me get a stream elements real quick, because you're Donald Trump, so hold on. I'll find out what you said, what ticker it was. Okay, I just need to have this up all the time.
Thanks for being here every day. Much respect.
Hey, DCR, man, Third Eye Trader. Thanks so much for the 690 pennies. Oh yeah, sexual amount of pennies, man. I love that Verge falling in the jar. Thanks so much, dude. Really appreciate that. And all your support means everything, okay? Because I can't do this without y'all. Oh, he wants to look at Neo to US dollar. Got it. Or just US dollar. That's fine. Yeah, we got that. Look at it right after this. Sweet. Thanks, Donald Trump. And thanks, DCR, Third Eye Trader. Will these wedges turn to channels on the charts post downturn? Possibly. They sometimes can, but that was a very violent breakdown. I'm not certain if it will or not. It was already in a channel and it broke out of the channel, so Vechain being inverse Kangs today. Yeah, that's right, Julia. Asalias, thanks so much for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus person, thanks so much. Justin Smith said he just joined the Patreon, and he said I just called the last move, the last big move for Bitcoin. Thanks for all the work educating on TA. Hey, Justin Smith, thank you so much for joining the Patreon, man. It means everything, and you're supporting not only me, you're supporting the team, okay, that helps keep me going every day, okay, because I can't do it without them, and I sure say I can't do it without y'all, okay, so I'm nothing without y'all. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you, Justin Smith, man. Big deal. But feel free to look at that video that Adam posted in the Patreon today. It's a very, very educational, a rich source of information. Excuse me. Oh yeah, maybe so, HG. We don't know, man. We just don't know. What would I pick? I think diversifying your overall portfolio in finance is a big deal. I also think diversifying your portfolio of education is a big deal. So I think all of the above, man. But mainly, I think Thomas Bulkowski is a great source for you to start with. Okay, and then after that, you can kind of delve out once you start. Yeah, and Steve Neeson is also incredible. Yeah, he's the guy. He brought candlestick patterns for real. He made a mainstream in the late 80s. Definitely check out Steve Neeson's book. It's Japanese Candlestick Charting Techniques, the 2nd edition. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of, well, it was behind on chat. I'm good now, I guess. So. Marco says Goldman Sachs news yesterday was FUD. So I have a desk working on ownership mainly right now. You know, whatever, man. Like, people want to call it news all they want, but dude, we were like calling the drop like the night and day before. It was like Christmas Eve. Hey, the bearish Santa Claus is coming. He's coming. Did you put out your milk and cookies, aka your stop losses? I don't know if you did or not. And did you get a lump of coal? Because you got one if you didn't have a stop, or you weren't shorting, or you were just unexposed to the move that we thought was going to happen. Okay. Okay, oh, found a pivot. Wow, extremely high levels of volume. Remember last time we looked at it, we were here at the 50 MA, kept falling when Bitcoin kept falling. Again, decided to pivot here, but just be careful, because we have to remember the overall trend that we are in is bearish. All right, bearish. Extremely high levels of negative momentum. We had not seen a spike in negative momentum like that on NEO literally since July, early July. Whew. And had not been technically that oversold since the 14th of August when we found our lowest low. Okay, so I mean, look, if you're a shorter term trader, people short here, they cover here, and in this situation, since it's so overwhelmingly bearish, it's just so hard to say to go long here, because sure, it could run up, but it's so bearish. Look, what if Bitcoin decides it's flagging and then it breaks down again? What if Bitcoin breaks down again, legs down? You know where NEO's going? Do you think NEO's going to not go down if Bitcoin goes down? So it's like, hey, what's going on with NEO? Well, what's going on with Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin's pretty much driving the car right now. So just barely holding on to this scrubby channel that all started on the 14th of August, and that's when we decided to make a low-risk decision on entry. Okay, and we got as high as $25 from a $14 entry, man. That's pretty freaking good if you ask me. So that's for a Patreon setup or whatever. So, you know, man, if this was truly the bottom, if it truly was, we might double bottom, but you don't want to fall out of this channel. You want to make higher lows than your previous lows consecutively over and over and over, and you really want to start making higher highs than your previous swing highs, your major swing highs, and you're a long way away. $40 is your next real major swing high, and you don't have it. So I don't like that volume though, man. I mean, we haven't seen volume this high on NEO since January. I haven't seen that much volume since January, man. Pretty significant. Wow. Holy crap, it is.
888. Can we take a quick look at BTC on the daily and the weekly, please, my lord? Thank you, Mitch.
Hey, thank you, Julia, for the $16.18 to Jesus Lady. Really do appreciate the ongoing support. I'd be screwed without y'all. Okay, so thanks so much, Julia. Now it is time for your local on the 8s. Let's go to Bitcoin. Let's just go to the daily first. We haven't looked at this chart in a while, so just you know, again, we hadn't looked at it in a while, so we didn't make adjustments, right? So what we would have done is just something like this, right? Like we did before, what we had to do. And we knew it was just really wedgy. Okay. It was a wedge, right? So it was just like this. Whatever, I guess we can get rid of the channel. It doesn't matter. Just to not create confusion here. Just so steep as a pattern too. I mean, Come on, man. I mean, come on. Really like that. You could do this to here, or just back here. Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay. Either way, you know it's a wedge. And we broke it bearishly. And look how close we were. Ah, we were just so close, weren't we? To the upper trend line of this very, very large, well-established pattern we've been in for a long time. Lower high, the previous high, lower high, lower high, lower high, over and over and over again, but still higher lows than your previous lows, but we are uncertain if we're done. We could very well continue on scrubbing out. I mean, there's just nothing stopping us. Let's go to the daily. It's just so funny how the day before we broke down, the night before we broke down, we saw the bearish divergence. We saw it. We exclaimed it. Someone asked about it. We went. It's like, oh my God, we have bearish divergence on both the 4-hour and daily. That's terrible. That's like screaming we're going to get screwed. We got screwed. Currently sitting right at 40 on the RSI on the daily. We just made our first negative histogram wick that we had seen since the 20th of August. And guess what? The scenario I talked about like a month ago. Oh my God. Where if we can make lower lows than 61.50 and close on the daily, if we do that, we will in fact have bullish divergence on the daily, something I've been waiting for like literally a month. Okay? Does anyone remember us talking about this at all? We were waiting for the move down so we could make lower lows or double bottom. We wanted it so we would have so much fuel for a nice move to the upside possibly. So there you go, Julia. That's it. Hopefully we can keep breaking down. What? Ray wants us to keep breaking down? Yeah. Yeah, because we need it for that bullish divergence on a significant time scale. So there you go, man. And another rejection at accumulation levels. All right, so it's whatever, man. Think what you want. Think what you want. So that's it. And then the weekly. You can look at the weekly. Yeah, on the weekly, you got, let's see here. Beautiful looking pattern still. Yeah, you had some bullish divergence, and then it played out. You ran up, made a lower high. Now you broke down. And where you now, you're not going to be making bullish divergence yet. You have to break and close on a weekly. Your candle body on a weekly has to close at 61.38 or below it for confirmed, for real, triple MACD bullish divergence. You have to. So that's why we're looking and hoping to break down a few hundred more dollars. And then closing the week at those levels or below them so we can have that triple MACD bullish divergence on the weekly. Okay, we don't have it now, but, you know, still close to it and very scrubby negative momentum now. But just look at your RSI just scrubbing around near that 40. This is what bear trends do, but that's fine. Okay, they're going to be there until they pop on other stuff. Okay, so you've got a falling wedge pattern on the weekly, still very real, looks beautiful, very well mature, probably about 85 or 80% of the way through the maturation process of this pattern. This is all we have left. We're running out of room, but on the weekly so far, a big bearish engulfing candle. If we close the week on Sunday with this bearish engulfing, with this candle engulfing the previous one, we could very well see lower prices next week. And that's exactly what we need for that success on the daily and the weekly IMO. In my opinion, okay. Hope that helps, Julia. Thanks again for the 1618, the Jesus lady, okay. Okay. Geez, been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes now. If you're enjoying this live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. 957 subs. I wonder, and it's a long shot and probably won't happen, but I wonder if we could get 1,000 subs by tonight's show. How crazy would that be? Whew. Think about it. A drunken Viking wizard night going into a weekend. That's what I call, on my side, a gauntlet. Whew. Yep. All that's going on right now, looks like to me, it's just a bear flag forming. Small one right now. Okay.
Thank you indeed. Much love.
Julia, thanks so much for the 1618 times 2 now. 2 golden mean ratio contributions. Friggin' love you. Thanks so much, Julia. Seriously. Y'all are amazing. Okay. I do this because of y'all. Y'all get me out of the bed in the morning, okay? Y'all give me just so much purpose. It just, I get so much fulfillment being a positive influence in people's lives. So thanks for everything. And currently, Bitcoin's sitting at 22 on the RSI. So still extremely oversold right now on the 4 hour. And you're losing that negative momentum. But believe me, at one time you were at like 17. Yeah, 17 on the RSI. So, I don't know, you know, you could just continue floating on up and then eventually get out of oversold territory, finish the maturation of your bearish consolidation, and then we leg down again. Okay, very real possibility. So don't get comfortable at all. What's up, Brad, man? Get through some chat real quick. Thanks, Julia. James Blackburn said he bought both books, Neeson and Bulkowski. Hey man, that's amazing, dude. Let us know your progress on those books, man, because it's a lot of stuff. You can get technical, but that's what you have a community for, right? This is what the community is built for. When you're reading those books and you have questions about what he says or his stuff, and you say, hey, what's going on? Other people in the community have read about it, and that's why you want to join the Discord. Get over to that platform. So when the stream ends, and you want to keep and continue the conversation going with everyone in this live chat right now, that's the area to do it, on Discord. Hey, Melissa. I'm glad you found us. Sorry about all the craziness, alright? But if you have Twitter, you'll never have to guess, because that's like my main source, right, if things ever happen. But we're home now. We'll never have to worry about this kind of stuff again. I hold the keys to the castle now, finally. It only took me 6 months. What's up, Jeff, man? Hello, Sarah Bell. Didn't get a notification. Ooh. Well, just remember, 5 Eastern and 11 Eastern. Always, right? And if I'm not live, that's what Discord's for. You can find out. You can ask in general, hey, is Ray live? And a lot of times we ping everyone, hey, we're live on Discord, right? So there are just many ways to find out if I'm live or not, right? Without YouTube notifications. Twitch, too. If you want to follow me on Twitch, hit that notification. You'll never miss anything. Hey, what's up, OCS man? Thanks for being here. BTS. Didn't it get, like, shattered kind of recently? Like, bad? Can't remember. I think it was on my watch list and I was just scanning. Yeah, I just scanning my charts. Yeah, that's right, man. It had that crazy. Yeah, we'll put it on the list. Ascending broadening wedge and got destroyed. Yeah, man. Thanks, Ruby Lively. Really do appreciate the support. Yeah, it requires everyone, you know. So, yeah, LP, probably. That's what I think, anyway. Hey, Tyler Woods, what's up, man? Song, what? Hey, BC Minor, man. I really do appreciate you doing all your support. And J-Rock, what's up, man? Glad you made it, dude. Yeah, Twitch notifications are still just the most reliable. Exactly. Alright, Drist, man. And now your watch has ended. A wonderful 13-hour day. A lot of productivity. Helping all the Africans, man. Thanks, dude. And all the patrons, for that matter. Wow. Global legend. Thanks, Evan. What's up, Wayne Svan, man? New here. Well, happy to have you, dude. Been live for an hour, 10 minutes now, and this is just the day stream. And we're just kind of looking at Bitcoin and what happened, right? That's my opinion on a possible short squeeze soon. You know what? It's funny you brought that up. Let's go to Bitcoin shorts, because we had that on the list anyway. We're going to look at it, so... Well, actually, we're not at all-time highs yet. Someone said we were, so no, not yet. Showing extreme levels of bearish divergence, but remember with this chart, we showed that before. We showed bearish divergence. Well, we broke down, but then we... what could happen is the same thing that happened here, right? Fibs real quick for you so you can see what could very well just be happening is we're in another channel again, and we're failing to break that heart line right now. Might break down, and it is not always a certainty that Bitcoin price action will correlate exactly to this chart, so we could break down despite anything, pivot off the bottom trend line of this channel that we formed, and then run again, while Bitcoin maybe just continues chopping around, and then when it runs again, maybe that's when we tank again. Okay, but to say we're at all-time highs is not true quite yet. Okay, the horizontal lines on the screen you see, we're very, very close. We're right there. It stems back to the all-time highs was April 12th. So a lot less, I don't know, insane. Look how we pivoted. What do we retrace? 78% of the way or 88% of the way? I'm trying to remember. 78% of the way is where we pivoted. Like, look, we turned it all around at 786. Remember, your fib notes are there for a reason. They're there. You keep your eye on it because the bots and the people with money around the world are looking at fib retraces to see, is this where the price action will reverse? And yes, the 786 was where the price action reversed. The purpose was served of the Fibonacci. All right, sweet, man. So we'll see, man, what happens when we get up there. But yeah, right now, and of course it could change, but you're showing some pretty nasty levels of bearish divergence. Yes. So that's why I'm saying I think we could break down. Maybe but when we break down, it won't be too bad. And we pivot. But you can clearly see this. But again, anything can happen where we could just go straight up and just start disregarding it. We've seen it before, right? Because it was like that before, kind of like this. And then all of a sudden, just a huge shot to the upside, and we thought maybe triple MACD bearish divergence, but got to keep this in mind. We definitely have strong forms of bearish divergence right now, so expect a breakdown first before maybe we break to the all-time highs or whatever. Okay, anything's possible. So extremely overbought right now. Haven't been this overbought since 15th of August. What are we at? Currently sitting at like 81. So I don't know, this is what you do when you're really, really bullish. You just float around the 50 and the 85. So yeah, man, expect to pull back before breaking the upside again, possibly making all-time highs. We're very, very close. You know what we'll do? We'll just set up an alert. When we make all-time highs, we'll hear a beep. Well, I will anyway. Sweet. Okay. Let's go to Ethereum. Just knock out Ethereum one more time. I know it's just beating a dead horse, but look on the 8 stuff, right? Oh man, oh my god, I'm so freaking surprised. So surprised that we had a sim triangle and a bear trend, broke out, and then hit the measure move like the Jesus man. I'm so freaking surprised. And then at the end of the triangle, we made a higher high than our previous high and showed bearish divergence. So bad, so scrubby. Wow. My music's dead or something. I don't know. Yeah, Adam, we looked at it. We need one more leg down, and we need to close Sunday evening, below or at 61.38 for confirmed triple MACD bullish divergence. We have to have that though. So that's why we would like, that's not far at all. That's only a few $100s. So why can't we just do that and get it over with, right? Seems like we're clearly setting up for it right now. Yeah, weekly bullish divergence. We had it, double bullish divergence, and then now we're not showing it technically yet. We have to break 61.38 or touch that point and hold and close our candles at that level or below it. Okay. Thanks, Wayne Swan, man. Really glad you're here, and welcome to the fam, man. Welcome to the channel. What's up, Ryan Neal, Randy Bobandy? Good to see you. Randy Bobandy, talking about profane. I thought you were saying propane, like Mr. Leahy. Propane, propane. Time to start the flames. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Probably not. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Sean Casson. Bear flag for now. And the bear flag could, you know, of course, mature. We could have some higher swing highs and lows. It happens. You just make adjustments to them. But, yeah. Let's go into the weekend. We could easily drop again. Okay. But a short squeeze, I mean, maybe the short squeeze happens when we show triple MACD bullish divergence on the weekly confirmed on Sunday or Monday of next week, right? What's up, Solarius? ROI? Knock, knock. Who's there, man? That's right, Jack Brown. You got it, dude. You freaking got it, man. Whew. Oh, Melissa doesn't have an axe. Here's your axe, Melissa. Just handing out a few axes, okay. I'm gonna have to do that from time to time. Sweet, man.
Breaking news, breaking news. We are sorry to interrupt this program, but we have just learned that Mitre, the Jesus man, is the sheet exclamation mark dot dot dot. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Now, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hey, Yeti man, thanks for the $5 and 55 cents repeating, of course. The Jesus man, thanks so much, man. Oh yeah, we'll look at Theta, dude. Thanks again, brother man. How do Yetis even, well, besides trading, how do Yetis, what kind of jobs do Yetis do, man? Are you like just like a park ranger or something? Probably, or something, right? Yeah, 14 more likes and I'll just throw the fireworks. Really appreciate y'all. Okay. Thanks, Zero Man. The Jesus man. Okay, so Ethereum, oh my god, we suck. Measure move, fell below the 1272. And just bearishly consolidating, right? You just break down, huge impulse down, everyone's just freaked out. Like, whoa, man. I don't know if I want to go long here. Well, no one's really going long here. A lot of indecisions happening right now. Just looks like a little pennant forming for now. It's really not much data at all. Maybe we should look at the hourly and kind of see what's happening. Yeah, man, just looks like, yeah, pennant. Some sort of pennant, man. And on the hourly, we just saw we can't break above the 20 MA at all. Just failing. Like, you got rejected like 4 times on the hourly of that 20 MA. That's really bad and bearish. That sucks. That's what you're doing. You're using, the bots are using the 20 MA as a resistance point and just rejecting it and scrubbing out. Oh, I guess we're I guess we're going to the moon then, man. Yeah, we're going to the moon. Yeah, good luck picking when we're going to go to the moon, for real. Because it's super, super bearish for 2018. God. The idiots have evolved. That's right, Julia, the Jesus lady. Hey, Mark Foster, watch, I'll show you, man. Okay, click the arrow thing, go down here, go to the MACD, just your standard MACD, hit the cogwheel, almost like that, take off the signal in MACD, and just leave the histogram, and that's it. It's that simple, man. I wish it was more complicated. Daring in, thank you so much, man, for the sub on YouTube. The Jesus man, welcome, dude. 40 more subs till 1,000. I can't believe y'all. Y'all are wonderful. Mega milestone. I'll be getting lit once we do that, okay? Yeah, crypto, yeah, for sure, man. Just finishing up the local on the 8s or whatever. So yeah, we'll speed through Ripple and then we'll head on over to Theta. Downslooping channel, 420 high. Got 2 impulses up in the altcoin spring. That's all you got. And since then, it's just pain, death, and despair. And you know, when we finally snapped that 42-cent range, ran down to 28 cents. Couldn't hold it because it was scrubby support. Ran down to 25 cents, and then wicked down to 24 cents, and got exhausted, completely exhausted. And triple MACD bullish divergence and RSI. Triple RSI bullish divergence ran up, formed a bearish reversal pattern. Well, we sure as heck got that reversal, did we not? Yes, we did. On elevated levels of volume. But a huge rejection at 26.21 cents. A lot of buying pressure came in and pushed this thing up. And it, for now, gave us a higher low than our previous low. Which is always good. Always good to see that despite anything. Hey, sometimes you got to be glass half full at times, right? Did not make the measured move like Ethereum did and like Bitcoin did. They were perfect. They respect the TA. This kind of disrespected the TA because it was just a little bit off. But I guarantee you, if we measured between the candle body closes, we would have hit target probably. We just used the wick to wick as our measured move. Okay, so remember, if you're doing a measured principle and you're just want to be conservative, you don't have to use the wicks if you don't want to. You can use the candle body closes between each other. We don't cherry pick. Just use both on the bottom and top, either wick and wick or body and body. That's just to be conservative, and being conservative in a bearish market, especially if you're trying to go long or something, nothing wrong with that. But in the situation, we just used the wicks and we were off. It seems we just didn't hit it, so it happens. Okay, man. Let's go to Theta, man. Extremely bearish trend that we are in. This is the entire lifespan of this chart on Binance, and it's very well respected, but it's also very well downsloping. So when it's a downsloping channel, it's a bearish trend. Pretty simple, right? And we're above the heart line, sure, but it seems like we were affected somewhat yesterday by the Bitcoin price action, right? So you had some sort of cipher pattern, almost. Normally you don't just get the 100% retraces, but interesting. Nice respect on the heart line multiple times now. So it pivoted off the 1414. Why do we not fall down to the bottom trend line of the little channel we're in? Very well could just be because of a fib extension. holding support there and pivoting off of it. It's not magic, it's not crazy, it's just Fibonacci. All right. So yeah, you're just within the parameters of an uptrend, a pretty decent uptrend, but you know, the extremely high levels of volume got us above the heart line of the downtrend, which you see that time and time again. The heart line is just a strong, look how many times we got rejected there, man. Rejected, 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 and huge breakdown. But finally, the volume got us over the goal line, as you could say, and came back, pivoted, and back tested it, and just went sideways, ran up, hit the heart line of this new channel that we're in. And now we're just pivoting off fib extension. That's it. But overall, bearish for now. Yes, bearish, just like the rest. Okay. I hope that helps. That's it, man. That's literally it. I mean, you want to say fine if you truly wanted to be like, okay, man, price contraction or something. Okay, yeah, you can say we're in some sort of, I don't know, man. You don't really, it's like you could do something like this, touch point 1 and 2 here to touch point 1 and 2 on the top side and say we have price contraction, which we really do. I mean, like, you can't say we don't. It's very real. There's a lot of white space there, right? It just, for, you know, if we break out bearishly of this pattern, it'd probably be a good way, a very good way to measure where we would break down at, okay? So, that's it, man. Mr. Yeti, hope that helps. Bear trend. What's up, Felipe? Introduce myself. I'm just a guy that has a very, very strong passion for technical analysis. Learned about all of it in the stock market and made my way over to crypto in early October and witnessed what happened in the Great FOMO, all the dumb money that came in. And, you know, if it wasn't for the stock market being so great, hey man, maybe I would have been victim to the craziness too, but I was very, very distracted by the stock market at the time during all this crazy stuff with crypto, because, you know, whatever, but that's really it. Oh, the Jesus man, welcome to Jesus man. Blessings to you, man. Special holy protection blessings, man. Thank you. Well, thank you, Melissa. Thanks for being here. Okay. What's up, Earth y'all, man? Happy you made it, man. Wayne Spawn, I feel like, well, I don't feel, my feelings, based on what we're seeing right now, I think the next target would probably be 6100 area, and then we'll talk from there, okay? We're just bearishly consolidating right now on Bitcoin, and I think we could leg down again, and it could be very soon, or we could get out of oversold territory and then break down when we get, you know, to around 40 on the RSI or whatever. So by, you know, having a much more mature flag. But either way, we're bear flagging right now. And we talked about why we would want to see that, why I think it's a great thing to see us hit the 6100 or lower area, so we can get that triple MACD weekly bullish divergence. Oh, so coveted, man. Everyone, I mean, see, it's so weird, man. Like, Jonathan, it's very difficult when you get in this channel. You think everyone is us, right? But we are not everyone. Like, I'm not everyone. And I wasn't everyone yesterday or the day before that when Bitcoin was slightly scrubbing out, you know, not scrubbing out, just slightly upward sloping in a wedge, and you had CNBC saying we were bullish. Even the Trading View little stupid gauge thing was bullish. It's a buy signal. A lot of people were calling me wrong, saying, nah, man, we're going to go to 8K first. We're going to the 618 first. We're doing all this stuff first. I'm like, dude, you're making higher highs with triple MACD bearish divergence, and now you're making a higher high again with literally negative momentum. That's extremely bad on very low volume and very small candles that were making higher highs, man. And you had a wedge within a wedge at that point. Dude, I'm just showing you what I got, and I think we're flagging. We're bearishly consolidating, which is what you do after very violent high volume impulses down. So for us to break to the upside would be weird. It wouldn't even make sense at all. It would make no sense to just violently break to the upside on high volume. Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Yeah, everyone was bullish. Yeah, well, not in this channel. We weren't, right? So yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Someone even asked about it. I'm like, dude, you will get killed trusting a little meter thing on TradingView. Like, it doesn't tell you why it's doing this. It doesn't even have to, but it's there. Just go to NXPI into those requests. Semiconductor. Ooh. Yeah, not good, man. Not good at all. Low risk areas, maybe. Oh yeah, probably. Very real possibility. Huh. Just gonna mess around. Trial and error. Trial and error. See, if we did it from the top side, we would have already broken out. So we got no scope of vision to really see what's going on. Huh. Interesting. If we do the entire, like, touch point 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the bottom, and then just 1 on the top, we're currently just sitting at a support, that 25% trend line of the fib channel tool, and you can see where we pivoted multiple times before on big breakdowns, right? So now third time's a charm. Interesting. We're looking at the daily here, and really this thing's been on the charts since 2010. Okay, so this is a lifetime channel. And currently what's going on, downsloping, you know, channel, of course. Let's see, touch point 1 and 2 on the top side, 3 and 4 on the bottom. All right, so you're at the bottom of a downsloping channel that's been going on since late February of this year. Oh, you like the new 333s?
Breaking news. Polyrath controls the TradingView meter thing from the island. Consider this a full disclosure.
Oh my god, man. It's gonna be legendary, dude. Seriously, man. You know, and he can't get we can't get the McAfee army on him. Well, maybe we can. He's the closest probably person to him, right? So does someone want to text McAfee and tell him to summon his army to head on over to Polyrath's island? Thanks a bunch. Yeah, the 333s, I just changed it. I was tired of the, you know, stupid little capsule thing that was so small and weird. I know it was animated, but I just, when you tip 333 now, a little Tron Connect emblem goes in the jar. So, whatever. It's crypto. It's crypto, man. So again, most of the year, this has been the trend for NXPI. Bearish for now. Short-term bear trend in an overall bullish trend, right? Since inception. Cool. And I don't think there's any other way to look at this, because you can't plot anything here. Everything's broken out. It doesn't help us. Nothing here. Can't do anything there. Really, there's nothing else we can do here to connect any trend lines, because if we did, we would have already bearishly broken out of this kind of trend that we were in. All right, so I think this makes the most sense. It's clearly being respected, and now we're here again. So if you are overall bullish, think about how we went from, in June we were at $121, and now we're sitting at $93. Huge loss in value. What's happening on the oscillators? Lower lows with more negative momentum, so nothing good there. Making lower highs than our previous highs, not really good, man. God. But it seems like we might have broken out of some sort of short-term little channel we were in, right? I just had this little downsloping channel since June. So you have trends within trends. Get over it. That's the way the world works. Trendception, we like calling it. All right. So in the downtrend for the year, we had a nice run up to the top, but this was just the short-term downtrend within the downtrend, within the uptrend, right? And so it seems like we're breaking out of it, but we're not making higher highs, and we're now back above that 20-day MA, but we're still well below the 50-day MA at 98.48. So no telling, man. I think these are low areas of risk. It's pretty clear, pretty obvious. They're low areas of risk in an extremely bullish trend. It's lasted for quite some time. Okay. What else? So we're making lower highs with higher levels of positive momentum. So that is hidden divergence. Interesting, but the volume's dropped off tremendously since we since that earnings. What happened to it on earnings? Yeah, terrible. Oh my God, you were like 60% EPS miss, 60% surprise. So it doesn't. I mean, your numbers aren't very good at all. And we had some daily bullish divergence. It was very. You could barely see it. So you can see right there, low, lower low, extremely lower levels of negative momentum, and we had a break to the upside, but that's all we got on very low volume. So, hope that helps. I wonder if we get a 1272 for extension. I don't know, man. Swing low to swing high. No, the 1272 is 82.95. So you could have it there as a support just in case. Right, but if we're looking at it relative to supports, but if we're breaking out of a downsloping channel, we'd look at it relative to targets. So we would do swing high to swing low, and we're at that. That's what's the problem. We're struggling at the 236 and 94.96. If you want to hit your first common area to retrace, it's $100. 382, 104.23 is your 50%, and your 618 is 108.37. So it'll be interesting to see if we can break above the 236, but. It'll be interesting to see what happens at $100 as psychological resistance. Okay, cool. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, man. So, yeah, we haven't really looked at this too much. I mean, no one asks about it, right? So, just clean it up a little bit, right? Swing low to swing high. We fell below the 1272, used it as a resistance. Fell below the 1414 and pivoted very close to the 1618 of extension. Oh my god, man. Just terrible. Just really, really bad. Alright, so, oh man, we broke down. Look at our beautiful ascending, broadening wedge bearish pattern. Oh yeah. Extremely tall pattern. My god. When you get patterns that tall, man, the measured move is stupid. 1000 sat move. There was the measured move of that pattern. Wow. Well, we sure as heck hit the measured move, didn't we? Wow.
We need a Micron TA indicator.
Well, it's live 7 days a week. So there you go, man. Right, but no, I get what you're saying. But then it would render me superfluous, right? Me going live. So, you know, instead of me going live and tuning in, you just look at an indicator, and then it's like, well, can the indicator give out memes? Does the indicator have Jesus chimes, man? I guess you could maybe set some algorithm up for that, the Jesus chimes, but all this different stuff, man. And thanks again, Daily Crypto Report. I really do appreciate the $3.33 or the Tron Connect contribution. Thanks so much. So I don't know, man, towards the bottom end of your very, very bearish trend that's been going on since May 2nd. What do you even want? And yeah, I'm sure we broke out of some sort of scrubby trend. Well, short-term trend, right? Nothing really crazy about that. There you go, man. Oh, we broke out, man. Did you really break out? Seriously? No, I mean, like, yeah, you walked out. You walked out, or whatever, okay. So, congratulations on your walkout, but if you understand what's going on, man, you're very, very weak. You're very bearish, very low, and you're just making, after a breakdown, a common retrace, a scrub volume, and scrubbing out at the 20 MA, just using it as resistance, just getting rejected there, go figure, right? So there's no telling how low we'll go, and we don't know. This is most likely not the bottom. This is not like the bottom. We just fell below critical support, you know, finally. The March 18th lows that we chopped around for some time, finally when Bitcoin gave way, so did BTS. This is extremely poor performing for now. Okay, very bad. Very, very bad. So I hope that helps on BTS. Don't mean to make you depressed or anything, but it's just not good. It's very, very scrubby, poor performer. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at BTS for being so bad. Okay. Scroll through some chat. Keep it balanced, all right? That tip took 11 minutes to go through, but it did come through, so your guess is working. That's crazy. I don't know why it'd be so slow. That's so weird. No, I don't think so, Jonathan. I mean, look, I don't care about CNBC, but people were just bringing up stuff earlier. And it's like, I'm just looking at the charts, man. The charts are letting me know. Looks like we'd be probably breaking down again at some point soon. What is NXPI? It's a semiconductor company. That's all I can tell you, LP. UTIP 1333. What happened? Yeah, so if you did in fact do that, just know if you tip under $3, you're not going to get a phonetic. You'll get something in the jar. It's just people were literally exploiting the crap out of the TTS with $1 tips, so we had to do something about it. So, what's up, Fahad Khan, man? What's the TA on Bitcoin? Well, we look at it at the top of the hour in the beginning of the show, so if you want to rewind to take a look at it, we can, or if you want to wait another, you know, 15 minutes or so, we'll be analyzing Bitcoin again. But if you want to look at the daily, we looked at it earlier. We've looked at Bitcoin multiple times this stream. So just know for the future, top of the hour and beginning of the show is when we always look at Bitcoin. Unless someone like tips or something and wants me to go to it immediately. And that's what happened in this show. Gonna look at hot Holocoin. Yeah, I think we looked at it like yesterday or 2 days ago or something weird. Yeah, it went to the moon. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, well, I guess we can look at it again. Not really doing anything. I mean, it's like it pulled back finally. Of course, it's attempting its rally like we see time and time again. Crypto Yeti, he says he scares the campers, he photobombs, steals picnic baskets for his boy Yogi. He's usually sleeping during the summer, but he took some Ambien. Gosh dang, Elon Musk, bad influence on our Yetis. It's a Yeti Ambien epidemic. That's right. Mark Purdy, man. That's right. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, I guess we can go to hot now. Oh, only 2 of my lights just worked right there. The other ones, there we go. It's good now, I guess. What do you want, man? Blast it off into outer space, swing out and swing low. We hit the 2618 fib extension, and that was it. That was the top. Sweet. Fib extensions helping us. Outer rim fib extensions helped us. Whew. And then from there, we broke down. And now we're attempting our rally that we see all the time after severe run-ups like this. You attempt a rally, most of the time you make lower highs or double top. You show bearish divergence on those attempted rallies, and then you have pretty nasty breakdowns after that. So that's probably what we're looking for, okay? Just saying. Other than that, though, very, very low volume coin, despite anything, right? And that's why these candles look so weird, because barely anyone's trading, and you better be careful because the manipulation involved with that is pretty easy for anyone that wants to screw you. Okay, so I don't know, man. Hard to chart this. I mean, you could definitely try it. I mean, you could definitely just be like, okay, I'm gonna pick 2 touch points, touch point 1 and 2, and then 3 down here and 4. You could definitely try to look at it like that if you want, but again, the market very well may not be interpreting it like that at all, okay? That's it, man. That's hot. It's just not much to it. Extreme volume popped in to make you shoot up like that, hit a fib extension and broke down. Now we're attempting to rally, and we're struggling tremendously on low volume. Go figure. Story as old as time. On your pumpy dumpies. No, we did not become Kangs, Julia. Sorry. Dang it, man. That song was quiet, now this one's loud. There we go. Perfect. 3 more likes till 100. Oh my gosh. I have the fireworks at the ready. I have the torch. Okay. Okay. Thanks so much for the 126 people tuned in between Twitch and YouTube. Really appreciate y'all, okay? And it's just a crypto hangover day, like it is every time after a bloodbath. People don't care so much on the next day. But whatever, I just want a Bitcoin. Going to home base. And currently just bear flagging. So again, I've been live for hour 49 minutes. What I'm going to do is get out of here. I think one of my friends is here. So remember, if you're a patron, 10 o'clock Eastern tonight, I will be in the Discord chat to hang out with y'all, just to shoot the S. Okay, so thanks so much for everything. And maybe if we get 1,000 subs, I doubt it. If we get 1,000 subs tonight, it'd be Viking Wizard Night tonight. But no big deal if we don't get there. So 964 subs, 1,000, let's go. So until next time, respect the TA.